What's going on, y'all? So look, I'm out here in LA. Been out here for the past 2 days. About to go home later on today. But excuse me, because I'm drunk as fuck, and I just can't.
Let's just have a moment of silence.
I know, like, cause look, let me tell you something. Tonight was this whole fucking weekend from Thursday night
Up until currently.
the best fucking weekend, the best fucking days ever. Now I was gonna stop
Tell
cussing.
them who we had shots with, though.
I was I was gonna stop cussing, but that didn't happen. So whatever. So what happened was I got a call earlier in the week. What was it? Last week?
It was. I can tell you.
It was literally like Thursday or something like that.
Last Thursday.
And I was asleep, so I let the call just go to voicemail. I got this message. Well, before I listened to the message, I got another call, and it was from Tyler Perry yet again. And I said, "Oh, okay," And he was like, we was chatting it up, and he was like, "So you want to come to a party on Thursday?" I said, "What?" I'm thinking he joking. He was dead ass serious, and I'm like, I ain't got no money to come out there like that. Like, we finna pay for the shit. Listen, he said he'll take care of everything, and when I said he take care of everything, he took care of everything. Get to Thursday. That's why my nerves and shit was just fucked up the whole fucking week. I couldn't go to sleep right. Because I'm like, damn, I'm finna be out here. I ain't been on a plane ever. I was just over it. Couldn't go to sleep. And then Thursday come. Get on the plane. Come out here to the fucking Peninsula Beverly Hills Hotel. Where the rich people stay at. I mean, a whole bunch of fucking white rich people. That's all we've been seeing. With expensive ass cars and shit just rolling through the lobby and shit. Everything paid for. We need some spending money. It's there. I said, bitch, what? Where the party gonna be at Tyler Perry's fucking house? I'm sitting here like, seriously? And that made me even more fucking nervous. Just when I got my anxiety down, he had called and, he had service for us, the car service and all that stuff. And bitch, I'm so fucking drunk. It don't make no sense. I'm trying to pass out.
Like, you drunk on top of
excited as fuck.
On top of
like, I can't believe this night just really fucking happened.
Tell them like everyone. Okay,
let me get this together. Don't go in because, just excuse. Child love the drunk video anyway, so don't act like you don't.
Exactly.
I ain't done one of these in a minute. If y'all don't know, like, shit been fucked up for a minute, okay? People was fucking me over, then I fucked up my leg, and then I ain't been at work for a minute because of my fucking leg and all that shit. And then you get invited, free of charge, everything paid for, living a life of fucking luxury. Like, bitch, is literally bringing a hood into
somebody and pay for them too.
Yeah, like he said, bring a +1. I said, oh, okay, and then treat the +1 like a +1. Treat it like an actual fucking guest, which is great.
Knew my name.
Knew the name and everything. Then after that, we finally get there to the house. First of all, there ain't gonna be no pictures on Instagram. Like, I was posting pictures all while I was out here. But if you're looking for pictures from the actual parties, we couldn't take no photographs up in there. Nobody could. But
tell them why though.
Because there was just so many motherfucking people up in there. So many fucking people up in there.
And for the privacy of his girlfriend and baby.
Yeah, all that shit. What she said. But we get up in there. So let me tell you something. I was so worried about what I should wear. I ain't finna put on no dress and no shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I had on some khaki shorts and this shirt. Everything I got on right now.
You was like being yourself.
Yeah, I was pretty much myself. And then when we pulled up, bitch, everybody up in evening gowns, like little formal evening gowns a little bit.
But you tried to read me. You look like you going to the fucking prom.
I was like, girl, the fuck is this? And then in the back of the car, like, no lie, when I pulled up and I seen everybody up in their dresses and shit, I was like, fuck. I feel so fucking out of place. So out of place. Then they took us some pictures. Then we get into the house. The house is fucking huge. Like, this is fucking Tyler Perry's house.
Amazing. Like,
signed the guest book. And before, we signed the guest book in the library. And the fucking library had so many goddamn books.
The library is bigger than my apartment.
Oh my god. It was like Beauty and the Beast. Y'all ever seen Beauty and the Beast? And y'all know when Belle was just flying through the beast, it was just like that. I said books fucking everywhere. And it had a ladder in there that you slide and shit. I said, oh, okay, this is nice. And I was thinking that the cast of Halves and the Have-Nots was just going to be there. But everybody was there. But when we got in there, Tyler was standing there greeting everybody before we got out there to where we were supposed to be sitting at or whatever. And so we had a moment.
No, you need to let me explain the moment because I don't even think you even know. I was like, I'm about to cry. Like, he was gonna kiss you. That's how close y'all faces were. Like, I want to.
He literally grabbed my face like this. He was like, I've been waiting to meet you all this time. And I was like.
And then you said, I'm so out of place.
I said, I feel so out of place because of how I was dressed. And he was like, listen.
And
literally, listen.
Grabbed every piece of skin on your face.
Look at me. Look at me.
And you kept looking to the left, looking to the right. I said, if Ashley don't look at this.
If I would have looked them dead in his face, I think I probably would have cried. No lie. Because that happened to me on another occasion. Somebody was like, look at me, and I said, no, I can't do that shit. But he was like, you supposed to be here because I want you here. And I was like, oh, shit. You know, he was just saying all that shit trying to make me feel better or whatever, encouraging and shit.
But no, that speech, though. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, that speech felt like he was just talking to, like, everybody, but us as fans being in there, I was like, why are we here? Like, why are we here right now? Like, people probably wonder who we are. Are we some new upcoming artists? Are we like some crackheads?
The driver gonna ask us when we got back in the car. He was like, did y'all perform? Was y'all performing?
I'm like, no. But, and it's like, I think that speech is gonna be in my head for like, he make me want to just go out and just do something like for real. I'm just like, wow, Tyler Perry just preached.
It was, but when we got in there, I was like fucking amazed. First of all, when we went to go and sign a guest book, if you look at If Loving You Is Wrong, his new show, the girl that played Esperanza was in there.
She wrote a novel.
And I don't know what her and her friend was up there writing, but we were standing there for a minute waiting for them to finish, like both of them. And she kept looking back and looking back.
Sorry.
I was like, no, go ahead. Shit. Tits was out and everything. I was like, okay, that's fine. But, and then we get actually inside. Girl that played on the DA on The Haves and the Have-Nots, and she also played, I can't remember her name for sure. I think her name is Sherry something. She played,
you gotta find her. Because she was getting her life.
She was, Coming to America, the girl that the prince liked. That's who it was. She was there. She was behind us the whole time, just looking at all this shit. And then we get into the actual main part where the party was. And we just sat down, got a drink, sat down, and it was just so many. First of all, Barry Bonds was sitting at our table
for an hour, and
he was sitting at that table just eating, and I was just like, "Who the fuck is that?" It's like, the people's faces look so fucking familiar, but you can't put the name to it. But if you see them in the TV or on a movie, you will know who they are. I'm gonna just go down the list of the people that was there.
No, we gotta go. We gotta try to go in order. The first person we seen, I think,
after Barry Bonds,
it was the only one that I can think of was Lynn Winfield. That's who we really saw.
This is Keandra, my friend that I took with me to the place, just in case y'all like, who the fuck is that talking in the background?
At the end.
I was like, cause some of y'all be acting a little shitty when I have other people in the video. Like, don't disrespect. I'm just saying. But she was there so she can talk about her experience. Cause look, like I said, she probably remember more than I do because I'm drunk right now.
Like, the first person we seen was, I think it was Lynn Winfield. Because at first I said, who did I call her? I said, is that, I said Angela Bassett, but I meant Lynn Winfield.
First of all, when we sat down, Jennifer Holliday was sitting down at the table next to us. Ooh, Jennifer, and I am telling you.
We got to talk about that at the end.
I said what?
We got to talk about that at the end. We saw Lynn Winfield, and then we saw Tamara come through.
First Tia was sitting over there with Jennifer Lewis. Yeah. Tia was sitting with Jennifer Lewis. Yolanda Adams was sitting there.
Oh my
bitch,
God.
When we sat down at the table, we ain't know that the two dudes that were talking, I forget one of the guys' name, but it was the other one was T.D. Jakes.
Yes. And because I kept tapping you. I was like, I said, Bishop T.D. Jakes. And you was like, where?
And I was like, God damn, I got to stop cussing.
Yes.
It was like Yolanda right over there and T.D. Jakes right there. Fuck.
Then Curtis came through.
Yeah, the guy that played Curtis on House of Pain, he was there.
He came through. Tia and Tamara, and only Tamara's husband was there, I think. I didn't see Corey.
Yeah, I didn't see Corey.
Tamar and Vince was there. And she looked so amazing.
Let me tell you something.
We got to tell that story because you wouldn't even turn around because you didn't believe me. For like 5 minutes, you didn't believe me.
So, this what happened, right? I'm out here in LA. People was like, a couple people that I know. Oh, you should text Tamar and tell her that you're out here, whatever, so y'all can talk and all that stuff and yada. And I was like, no, I ain't got time for it. She want to talk.
Probably busy.
She'll hit me up. I mean, I'm out here, whatever the fuck. This bitch took my phone and sent a text to her, playing games on my phone. But I said, fuck it, whatever. Never got a response back. I ain't feeling type of way because I kind of probably knew that was going to happen. But when we got there, and Keandra was like, bitch, there go Tamar and Vince right there at the bar. I said,
you was like, stop effing playing.
I said, stop playing. I turned around. Sure enough.
She looks so
and let me tell you,
amazing.
Y'all know I give y'all the real, and when I say,
oh my God, like, I'm not even gonna exaggerate. I feel like Tamar.
This probably was the best Tamar looked in
ever. And like,
no fucking lie.
I don't know if it was because we seen it in person, but like, she was glowing, like, and she was like the best dressed in there.
Vince looked like he done lost weight and shit. I said,
he lost a whole lot. They was like the best looking couple. I ain't gonna say the best looking couple because a lot of them were very,
like the makeup was on point, the hair was on point. I mean, everything. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. It was just so fucking right. Amazing. I said, whoever did that, they need to keep on doing it just like that. I couldn't even. Whatever. Anyway,
I think that's why you got speechless. But go ahead. Yes, because I'll tell you off camera.
Cause what?
Can I come over here real quick?
I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna show you what you did. So, hi, I'm Keandra. So, anyway, when she came up to you, I'm gonna demonstrate. When she came up to you, well, actually, Vince, you and Vince spoke first.
We gotta get to that. We gotta get to that. Vince because some other people was walking past, and people started sitting down at our table and all that stuff, and all these movie stars and TV stars just started fucking flowing in, and I don't even think. Bitch, we seen Debbie Allen first.
Hair was laid too.
And Debbie Allen was fucking up a plate.
Man,
she was fucking up a plate.
She was like, let me eat before I get these drinks.
She fucked up at least 2 plates. She did it before, and then they said, then when Tyler came up there and gave his little speech and all that stuff, Debbie went out on that floor. Debbie was getting the fuck down. Then real. She came back and got her another plate. I said, girl, go ahead and do what you got to do.
I mean,
but. Real. After that,
she was sitting with. I forgot who she was sitting with.
But yeah, so we were sitting there. I'm nursing my drink.
Yeah, and my like I was facing the door and your back was turned, so I was seeing people that
I was seeing people come from that door. You were seeing from the opposite door.
And we over here, I think our knees should be broke because every time we see somebody, we just tapping the hell out of each other's knees.
You know, you try so hard not to act like a goddamn. To act like you supposed to be there and not make it so obvious that, you know, you like a fan or whatever.
Yeah.
Because obviously these people know each other somewhat.
Yeah, they all know who each other is. We got to save the best for last as far as who he had there on stage. Because she killed it. But we get on that last. We got to get on that last.
Listen!
Okay, you can say it now.
No, because that ain't happened. So, we were sitting at the table. And then... This when Tamar and Vince walked past.
And I said,
first of all, I know they went to the bar and they was kind of on our side. So I was like, I know this bitch ain't gonna just stand here like she don't see me. I was like, I'm on the, literally, like, I'm the only big bitch up in here at this moment. You know who the fuck I am. But, you know, I wasn't finna pay it. You know, I just said, fuck it, whatever. Y'all know how I do. I ain't finna go out and say. Look at me. And that's just not me.
Not you know, that, if you wanna, but like if you know somebody and y'all know each other.
Let me tell you something. No fucking lie, my feelings would have been all the way hurt.
But she came over there like
it would have been all the way hurt.
Yeah.
Cause then they sat down.
And then Vince had seen
you. When they it was this little chest thing. What is it called?
It's like kind of like a chest.
A chase or whatever. It's the circle thing. And they were sitting, it's like a circle couch or whatever. And they were sitting, they was finna go over there. And she had sat down. And while she was walking or whatever, Vince was coming over. And he looked over and he was like, and I was like, oh, hey, Vince, whatever. And then he was like, oh, and I was like, oh, okay.
And here she go. I'm sitting here, I was like, oh my God. Because, I mean, for one, I ain't going to sit here in front. Of course, everybody know, like, I'm a fan of Tamar's or whatever. But I wasn't gonna like act like a fool in Tyler Perry house.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I seen her walk in, I was like, oh my God, there go Tamar effing Braxton. But I was like, and there go Vince. And so, you know, when he spoke to Ashley, she was like, she looked like she was really shocked to see Ashley. And like, she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And she came over and they kind of gave each other a hug and she read you.
She kind of did.
Well, I ain't gonna say she read you. She tried you. Well, no, she read you.
And she kind of did. And then gonna do it rubbing on my back. When you get some drinking, when you get some
drinking, you
can
and you kind of calm your nerves a little bit. That's when you come holler at me.
That never happened. And I'll tell you why. Because
by the time you got all them drinks and you should have gone.
I wasn't gonna go over that anyway.
And I was like,
and this is why I just didn't feel comfortable going over there because there was a lot of people over there. I'm not a people person like that.
Yeah, maybe if they was by themselves.
Yeah, if they was by themselves, probably would. But every time you know, it was other people over there. But you know, it's all good. But whatever. So it was just so many people there.
Who else?
Shannon Leal was there with her husband.
Chili was there.
Chili was there with Chili was there getting it. She was getting the fucking
Her and her boyfriend looked amazing. And is he like a celebrity? Because I kept looking.
He play on
Do we need to say that?
He play.
Never mind. Because I don't know.
Fuck it. He play on For Better and Worse. The little lackey that be trying to get with trying to be with Michael J. White and trying to get with the other dude. Wendy fucking Raquel came in looking like a disco dancer, right? In this little jumpsuit that she had, but it looked good with the hair.
Yeah, looked good.
And then so we had a moment too at the end when we was about to leave or whatever. She was trying to get up and she almost said, I put my hand out. She was holding my hand or whatever to get up and all that stuff. She was like, thank you so much. So I was like the perfect fucking gentleman up in that bitch. But anyway, Cicely Tyson was there.
Lisa Ray.
Cicely Tyson walked past me, and I put my hand on her, and she was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Lisa Ray was there. Journey was there.
Journey Smollett Bell was there.
She looked really good.
Everybody in their natural hair, like the natural afros and the curls and stuff, they were so fucking beautiful. And we were sitting there at the table, bitch. And then all of a sudden, I turned around. I was like, shit, there go Jennifer Hudson.
Oh my God. I think that was me. I was in awe.
Jennifer Hudson is beautiful in person.
So beautiful. I was like, oh my God.
It feel like we kind of like standing almost in this whole damn video. But fuck it. I give credit where credit is due. I ain't never experienced no shit like this, so fuck it, bitch. It is what it is. I don't care how long this video is either.
And like she's pretty on camera, but like I was like, oh my God. And she had a little jacket over her, like a little.
And she must have stood bobbing at the bar for like 15, 20 minutes. She was by
us for like 20 minutes.
And then when we got on the dance floor, she was standing by us, and she was literally by us, and she was just going off dancing and all that shit.
Brandy
walked past, and I was like, when she walked past, she kind of bumped me or whatever, and I moved down. Then I was like, hey, she was like, hey, and then somebody, what's her friend? Another friend of ours, Monique, and her friend knew just about every fucking body.
Because she does nails.
That's how she kind of came over there. And they was like, oh my God. I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, she does. Monique's friend. Well, Monique is a friend that I've met. And she was the super fan who won for the Have and the Have-Nots. They actually surprised her.
They surprised her, like saying it's an interview that she was going to go on.
But they ended up having Tika and who else was it? It was Tika and Veronica, wasn't it? Who went it? No, it was Tika and it was one of the other cast from Have and Have-Nots who actually came in and surprised her and told her she wasn't here for an interview. They glammed her up, her and her friend up, hair and makeup, and she was out of hundreds of fans. They narrowed it down to 10, and she was the super fan that they picked out of all of them. And it was just so ironic because it was like,
we were just like,
how are all of us here and we all know each other? Like, it was really weird.
I was like, that's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. And so Brandy was there. Lettucey.
Hold on, Brandy was getting her fucking life.
Brandy was
at the last hour.
Her Antica was
at the last hour of the day of the night. That's when they just started playing straight music or whatever. Brandy was getting her fucking life. Tika was going the fuck off. Everybody was just...
Oprah was getting it.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
So we sit there at the table. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, I'm nursing my drink again. I'm just looking around. Okay. I see this person. I see that person. I mean, when I tell you, it was so... Fucking Tina from Mary walked past us. With her husband. Oh, she's still with her husband, y'all. I guess, Christians. We don't live in divorce. But we ain't gonna go
I don't know if Erica was there.
I don't know. Right, I didn't see Erica. He came over and he was talking to us a little bit.
Yeah, he was. Ayana was there.
Ayana looked so fucking girl.
I was like, is this Ayana?
That face was gone. She got the girl, fuck.
I said, fix my life. For real.
Her shit got fixed for real.
Yeah, I wanted her to fix my life right then and there.
Oprah had walked in an orange shirt and like
white
a tunic shirt or whatever and some white pants. And Oprah is so small in real life. With her big poofy hair, whatever.
She was natural too. I was waiting on Gail to come in, but
I ain't see Gail. I said, I'm done.
Oprah got her life. She's so down to earth. It's wild. Who else was there?
It was just like
Loretta Devine,
Alfred Wicker,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie fucking Wonder came towards the fucking end. I was sitting there like, oh, that's Stevie fucking Wonder. I just saw Beyonce. Now look, let me tell you something. I was kind of pissed off because y'all know Beyonce is up in New York. I said y'all would pick the day before we come out here for your ass to go and travel to fucking All-Star. Who gives a shit about that? You should have stayed out here and you should have showed up at fucking Tyler Perry and Oprah shit because you know Oprah stands for your ass. Oprah stands for your ass, but I guess since Lettucey was there, they couldn't have that.
Nigga, if the Obamas would have came in there.
Who?
The Obamas. I was like, if they come in there, I was just like, they
Lettucey
might as well.
showed up. Let me tell you something. Lettucey is like my dreads inspiration.
They was
I cannot wait till my shit get long enough to do all that stuff. Yeah. Yes. And she was getting fucking down. Who else was up in there that came in there?
Niecy Nash was there.
Jasmine Sullivan fucking snuck up in there towards the end in this tight ass blue dress. Like I seen her penny line.
Because you kept asking, who was that in the blue dress?
Like, I know that ain't Jasmine Sullivan. Then I seen her at the bar, and I looked dead enough. I was like, that's fucking Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
God damn. And she looked good. Okay, whoever the fuck she came up in there with that flower ass suit was giving me all type of hey girls. But okay.
Who else?
Niecy Nash and her fur. Her foxtail fur.
I mean, it hit me in the face like 3 times. But
she was up in there. It was just so...
We said Chili, Jennifer Hudson. Lance Gross was there.
Lance Gross was there.
What's the dude name who played Jill Scott's husband?
Lamar, is it Rucker or something like that? From he played on Meet the Browns, the daddy on Meet the Browns, and then he played Jill Scott's husband.
Your boyfriend, then
on Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married Too? And then the girl that played his wife on Meet the Browns, she was there. And she was all up in the eye section. Her booty rubbed against my hand a few times. I was like, God damn. You gonna keep on just bagging up? I was like, fine. You do what you gotta do.
You said you still gonna... Are you gonna wash your hand?
I don't know. Because at one point we was on the dance floor, right? And then Oprah walked past. Oprah walked past us a few times. And then this one time she stopped.
And we was like...
And she was just in our little circle. Like, we ain't really say nothing. But she was just there. And then, she went about her day. And then on the other time, she literally was by me, and her booty just kept rubbing against my hand. So I just said, fuck it. Oprah booty rubbed against my hand. That's $1 billion booty. Like, the fuck? The fuck?
But you forgot, and then Tyler came and, twerked on me and Monique. We was like, is Tyler twerking on us?
Because at one point, let me tell you something, my leg's still fucked up, but it's good enough for me to go out here and do what I gotta do. But I still had to go out and
sit down.
I had to go sit down after a while. Because let me tell you something. The highlight of the whole thing really was the fact that it was a concert. When you come in there, you got the stage set up. I said, who the fuck finna come out here and sing?
I thought Jennifer Hudson.
I thought, Jennifer Hudson was gonna come out there. No, bitch. Not her. Last year they had Mary J. Blige, according to what Tyler Perry was saying. And then this year, he was like, to top Mary J. Blige, who do we get? Mary J. fucking Blige.
No,
Mary J. Blige came out there.
Full blown.
Y'all know that gift when she was up in that blue and that dance she be doing coming down the thing like that. Mary J. Blige gave all of that, okay?
She had her moment, though, when she was talking about her London experience.
When she did every fucking hit song, and then she did some songs off the London sessions. And, bitch... It was a couple of songs when we was everybody was down there about to...
Yeah, just cry. Because she had to keep starting over. She was like... And then she was like, I'm not in the sold down arena right now. She was like, this is my family. We was like, are we considered family? Like...
Oh my God.
Like, oh my God.
I can't believe this shit. It was so many people there. I don't even remember. Look, let me tell you something. If Felicia, all we needed was Felicia Rashad to be up there. And
Angela Bassett.
Felicia Rashad and Angela Bassett to be there. That would have been.
It would have been everybody. Like,
but
literally.
basically, everybody from all his shows on from. Almost all his shows are on because Tasha Smith wasn't there and Michael J. White wasn't there from for Better Work. Most of the cast wasn't there from Better Work. I think the dude that was. The guy and the girl that was supposed to be married and engaged, the young couple on For Better and Worse, the light-skinned couple, they were there, okay? And, what is it? Love Thy Neighbor, Demaria Bronson, and the guy from there that played a son, and the girl that played a mother, she was there. And the one that played her baby daddy, her new baby daddy, he was there. If Loving You Is Wrong, Natalie, the one with the natural, everybody from the cast was there. Eddie, and all them. And then from Half and a Half Night, everyone was there. And they really spoke to us.
They were so appreciative,
And Jeffrey watches my videos.
Yes.
AKA Gavin Houston.
Yes. And we turned up with Benny.
And he says I'm hilarious. Benny
got us drunk. That's
Tyler fucking, what's his last name? Leftley. Whatever the fuck. Tyler Jr. That motherfucker was the highlight because he was drunk as shit.
And he was so real.
Got us shots of Patron, got us champagne, and just kept talking shit. He was like, I ain't like these motherfuckers up in here. I'm a Philly nigga. Need something? I said, calm down. But it was real fucking cool. Real cool.
And so I'm trying to make sure like we got everybody. I think for the most part, like we named everybody who was there.
Like we was in the presence of fucking legends. Cicely fucking Tyson.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah fucking.
And I kept saying like I said Ashley, if Oprah's here, I'm gonna fall out.
I kind of knew Oprah was coming a little bit, but it confirmed it when she came because
her director was there.
Tyler had called me on the phone and was like,
yeah, that.
So what do you drink? I was like, I drink vodka. This is in the midst of the conversation. He was like, okay, cool, because Oprah drinks vodka too. I was like, I put it together right in there. I said,
and her director was there.
As soon as we came in, the director that's with the blindish platinum blonde hair, oh girl ain't coming over here. I just realized that. She was there. That was the first one. And I was just like, Oprah gonna be here. Because look at her people right there. This is crazy. Like, I can... Anyone know what make it so good is because he could have looked at anybody else's reviews or whatever, and all this shit happened because I did reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, one of his shows. Well, actually, I reviewed both his shows, If Loving You Is Wrong and the Haves and the Have-Not, and he actually saw my reviews, liked my reviews, and then reached out to me, and then not just one time, but kept on. And then flew us out here and did all this.
And like made sure like we was okay. Like I mean, he just, are y'all okay? How was your flight? Is everything okay? And I was like, and he just kept remembering my name. I'm like, of course he knows Ashley's name. I'm like, but that's amazing for him to know like the guest is friend or the friend of the
like
friend.
His people knew who we were too.
Yeah, and
it's like, so
we
y'all
can't
been
say
discussing
her name.
us.
Like I don't know her name. Is it Kalayla?
Something like that.
She was like, hi,
Miss Birdsong.
She is so amazing. Like she was so consistent. Like she was making sure we were comfortable. And I was just like, Tyler Perry.
And her assistant, I think his name was Ian.
Yeah. And like I'm like, Tyler Perry literally got an amazing crew with him. Like literally. Like he is so blessed.
Say what you want, and let me tell y'all this. Tyler Perry's girlfriend,
so beautiful. Oh my God. I was like, because I think, it was you. You was like, that's his girlfriend. I was like, are you serious? I was like,
God, damn. They was just up there getting it. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. Like,
like I'm just saying, this whole, the most fucking humblest experience ever.
It just makes you think about so much. It's like, wow, like, I mean, like, we've never been people to take stuff for granted in general. Like, we take, like, somebody tweeting us or favoriting it or something like, oh my God, Tika tweeted me back, but...
Oh, that's you. Like, let me just say something. Let me just say something. When I got there, before, I don't even know why. I know I was nervous of getting on the plane because that was the first time me getting on the plane. So that was that nervousness. And then once that was over with, I was fine and good. We got out here to the hotel... And, the hotel was fucking beautiful, okay? They come out there, bitches opening up your door, another one taking your bags out the car.
All at the same time.
All at the same goddamn time. They were so courteous at the desk, making sure we had everything that we needed. Knew our fucking names and shit. And, just checking up and all this stuff. Then when we get there, we was getting ready. I just got so fucking nervous. So nervous. Like, at one point, I ain't gonna lie, I went in the bathroom and had to throw up. Because I was just that damn nervous. And then, after we actually get to the house, and then we see what we saw, and then I seen Tyler. So fucking cool after that. Like, when the celebrities came in, I was like, shit, goddamn, look at who the fuck is. But then, I was just so calm, cool, collected, and everything. Maybe because I had a drink in me. But by the end of the night, I was fucked up. It was just so great. It was just so great. If I was that type of person, I'd fucking get on this camera and fucking cry. Because it's like one of the best experiences I've had in ever. Now, all I need is... I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, bitch, we in the hotel right across the street from where Beyonce filmed 7-Eleven, where the first part of 7-Eleven out there on that goddamn balcony. Like, we looking at the fucking balcony right there.
You're like, which balcony?
That's the fucking balcony right there. There go the chairs. Okay, go around that corner. Look, if that hoe would have showed up, let me stop calling her. She would have showed up. I would have said it's time for me to go.
Thank you so much, Tyler, for this experience, but I gotta go.
Okay. I would have willingly accepted getting cussed out. Oh, so you the bitch that be talking shit, huh? Oh, I came across your video. Yeah? Alright. You say what you want. I'll take that.
I mean, I said it before.
You acknowledged me, ho.
And like, so when we was leaving, well, actually, I was like getting sick because after that shot that Benny had us take, well, Tyler Lepkley had us take, like I started feeling kind of sick. So I was like, I gotta eat something. He had like soul food there. And
he had fucking food there, okay?
Like,
he had
not no finger food, but
black
like
people. He did have a little finger food as appetizers.
Well, yeah, appetizers.
But when I tell you, he had caterers of macaroni, fried chicken, greens, all that shit. I was just like, okay.
I was sitting on.
I ain't eat none of it because I was a little nervous. I don't do that. I ate a piece of the little burger and I ate the little lobster thing, and that was it. And that's probably why I'm so fucked up now, because I got nothing but alcohol in my system.
It's alright though.
It's alright.
Then we were leaving. We was like the last ones, like, who was leaving.
Bitch, Stevie Wonder was upstairs playing.
Yeah.
They're like, Stevie Wonder upstairs playing. Hey, come on.
Yeah. Everybody was tripping out. And so Jennifer Holliday was one of the last ones leaving, and she just kept staring. Like, oh my God. Anyway, so Jennifer Holliday was like one of the last ones there, and she just kept kind of looking our way, but she was just kind of off to herself the whole time anyway. And so she just kept staring at me, and I finally had went over there. Well, she had motioned for me to come, and I went over there, and I was like, hi, and I was like, I am a fan of yours. I was like, you look really nice tonight.
They was matching.
We were. I think
y'all was matching.
Maybe that was why she was like this.
You literally look like you could have been like her daughter or her granddaughter or something.
I just thought about, I didn't have the black belt on. That was the only thing, like, but everything else was like the same. And my hair's sticking up. I'm sorry, y'all, but I mean, whatever. I'm tired. But anyway, so I went over there and we talked, and she was like, it seems like, what did she say? She was like, it seems like I've seen you before. She was like, are you a singer? And I was like, no, ma'am. And she was like, you remind me of someone. And she was like, are you from here? And I was like, no, ma'am. I was like, I'm from Texas. And I, told her how, why I was there. And she was like, so y'all are super fans. And we were like, I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, that's amazing. And so she shook my hand, and she was like, well, I'm from Houston. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, I do know you're from Houston. And she was like, it was really nice to meet you. And like, she rubbed my hair a little bit, and then like, I was standing up. Well, she actually, because I was like knelt down. So like, she helped me up, and then like, she hugged me like we knew each other like forever. And I was just like,
I was sitting there looking like, what's going on?
Right.
Who motioned who over there?
And like, cause I kept looking over there, like, and I kept telling Monique, and I was like, Monique, I was like, she keeps looking over here, and I was like, maybe we just drunk or something, and we just assuming folks staring at us, like, I don't know.
Everybody was staring at us.
They were.
Everybody was like,
who are these people?
Okay, because,
I mean, like, who are they? So,
like, bitch, I'm in there with some khaki shorts on and a blue tank.
But you weren't the only one that was laid back after some people started
coming in. Tyler Lepkley came up in there in some jeans and a t-shirt.
No, he had on, like, some khaki jeans,
yes,
a t-shirt, and, like, a
And
like
other people was in there. I was like, okay,
blazer.
so I don't feel too out of place.
Yeah.
But other than that,
but my thing is like, Tyler, he's looked at your video. Tyler Perry, he's like looked at your videos, like he's spoken with you, like you came as yourself. You didn't try to be someone, like you weren't like, let me come in here and make sure like I fit in. And I think that's why y'all had that moment, like when y'all came in, he was like, don't. And that's why I think you remember when he was telling the speech, he was like, he and Oprah are, he's from New Orleans and she's from Mississippi. And he was like, you got a boy and a girl from New Orleans and Mississippi. He was like, first coming in, he was like, I came in, it's like, why am I here? I'm not supposed to be here. I feel so out of place. And that was exactly what she said. And that's how we was feeling, like, as far as, like, we were like, oh my God, we are in the presence of, like, legends.
We're in the presence of greatness that whole fucking night. You can say what you want about any and everybody that was there, but everybody has done something in their own
successful.
right. Or everybody, either they done something and paved the way or left a mark, or they are on their way of reaching that success.
And, and that's what his speech was about. And it made me just, like, feel like, wow. I was like... That spoke to me, and because the whole time I was just like, "Why are we here? Like, why are we here?"
That's probably why I ain't go over there. Like, whatever. It's been rocky, but that's why I ain't go over there to
Tamar.
Yeah.
And I was just like, towards the ending of it, we kind of like loosened up a whole lot, though.
No lie, because
it was like, wow, because after so long, like everyone was just speaking to us. How are you? How are you? And
yeah, they were really coming up to us.
I was like, they give word that like we fans of everyone or something. Like how all of a sudden like they're all on us, but
this shit might be on TV or some shit because the cameras and stuff was there.
And they just kept putting it on us, like on us. You kept looking away. I was like, you do YouTube. Why are you looking away? I'm confused.
Because I don't want my person on TV. Oh my God. I was just like, but me, being how I am, I got to play that shit cool. Like, I ain't gonna get on the dance floor and just, all right, just go in here and fucking dance, bitch. I'm gonna just bob and it's like, oh shit, okay. But I was still trying to get, it takes me a minute to loosen up when I get to stuff like that. That's what it is. Give me a couple drinks, and we ain't had nothing to drink before we left. And that's probably what it is. I probably would have been a little looser if I had took that Grey Goose that was up in there. Like, bitch, I had Grey Goose, Patron, champagne, Long Island iced tea, some other shit, probably. Then I gotta get on a plane later on today. Be fucked up. I'm going to sleep on this shit. Fuck all that.
And it's gonna be during the day this time, so it's probably gonna seem like it's a lot faster.
Hopefully. And the plane ride here was only like 3 hours. It was supposed to be 4 hours and 35 minutes, but it was like
a speed limit in the air?
Right, because we got there, and even the pilot said we showed up a little bit earlier than we supposed to have. I was like,
I'm like, can you get tickets in the air? Like, I'm confused.
Like, bitch, we had cars waiting for us.
Yes, with our names.
They were standing down there like Miller, you know.
I'm like,
the whole
nine. So I don't even think it's like thank you is not even enough, like to say right now.
And I remember like when I got on the before we came out here, Tyler Perry had called me again, and he was like, after this, you can blow it up and you can say whatever it is that you want to say about it. And he said, this is your experience. Don't let nobody take away from it. Don't let nobody make you feel bad or whatever. You say what you got to say, and it's fine. And that's what the fuck I'm doing. I had a fucking awesome time, okay? Like, you never know when you're going to get an opportunity like this again. Like, I literally can fucking cry right now, and I don't do emotions like that.
How can you not feel emotional after something?
Only
like
one other person, I'm gonna be like, I'm not even gonna lie. Only one other person made me feel that way, and that was Tamar. No lie, in the very beginning, when we first, she made me feel just like this. And when we had our little discussion, whatever, made me feel just like that. Regardless of what it is, it was just.
Because it's like they take away, like, yeah, they're celebrities, yeah, they're,
And no lie, it was like after they came up to us. That's when probably everybody started coming up.
Yeah. And it was just like, yeah.
I'll be forever grateful, forever humble.
And it's
thankful.
like they take away that they're celebrities and like was themselves.
Like everybody was getting down, and that's what I loved about the night. It was no egos,
no one was rude or
if you said hello to a person, they said hello back with a smile. Yeah. Or they shook your hand and then
gave you a hug like they've been knowing you forever.
AJ Johnson was there getting the fuck down.
AJ Johnson. That's like every
she
time
thought it was house party up in that bitch.
Right.
Okay,
like I wanted to go in.
I was like, oh shit! And somebody put on that 4/4 song. 8 months type of hype.
Yeah, she went.
She was just. I was like, look at this.
Yes.
And everybody was just so beautiful. Okay, black is beautiful. Indian. It was a mix. It was a mixed crowd. Like black people, white people, Asians, Hispanics. Everybody just looked beautiful. Yeah. But it was just one lady. She came in this lingerie-like outfit with this sheer shawl jacket on, long. I don't know what she was doing. I didn't know who she was, but she was on one, and I was a little bit confused. I was confused about her the whole night.
You kept asking me. I'm like, I don't know. I was
like, who is? Because she was on the floor doing some suggestive ass shit. I said, you at the wrong party, girl. You're doing a little too much. But she was beautiful, though. And let me tell you something. Seemed so gay. But, they had their boobs just was all out. And they were sitting high. I was like, wow. But anyway, this video long as fuck. Well, this is going to be the What It Is video because I ain't doing another video today. I do the Real Housewives tomorrow. Today is Saturday?
Well, yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
It's 12:56 at the moment, LA time. 2:56 Chicago time.
And back home in Texas.
Yeah. And then we gotta go back. I'm so mad. The only thing that I'm mad about is that I gotta go back home.
To reality.
Hopefully, I get this shit. Because y'all know I've been out of work. I've been on medical leave. Hopefully, my job situation get fixed so I can go ahead and get back. I've been so ready to get back to work. I ain't never been ready to get back to work in my life like this. But, it was so warm out here. It's a man fuck.
Yeah, it's like you came from 0 below.
Then I gotta go back home to that. And then it's supposed to get cold this week. But that was or I should say our experience. Yeah.
I still may do like my own personal video and
you should.
And like post it. Cause that's crazy. Like I have to do my own. I mean, I got my laptop, but I would have to wait until I get home.
Lisa Ray came up in there in all white.
Of course.
All white. I was like, look at this. She was just staring at herself and she took a bite of something and then she walked away. I said, bitch, look at Lisa Ray.
I always thought Lisa Ray was beautiful though.
Bitch, when Stevie Wonder was up in there, I said, that's Stevie.
Dreads just shaking.
And then I seen the top of his head. And I was like, that's fucking Stevie Wonder. Jesus.
Yep.
I gotta cut this video. Oh.
We can literally talk about this all night.
I can tell you some cliche shit, following your dreams and bullshit. All I gotta say is, whatever you do, make sure you do the best at it.
Do it the right way.
And that's
all the right reasons.
That's the key part. All of this happened because I was just being myself. Okay? I didn't get on Twitter and I wasn't hitting up people. I wasn't sucking up to people. I wasn't all up in their mentions. I wasn't all in their shit or whatever. I wasn't making videos constantly about them. All I was doing was reviewing the damn show.
And then when you text me, I'm like, this girl gonna make me lose my job because like I'm at work.
And when people that high up appreciate what you do.
Because I kid you not, like when you hit me up, I was like, oh my God, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And I went on back to work. And then this helper like text me, So he said a +1. So basically,
and I said that because you know you only get a few people in who stay true to who they are.
And for the most part, and I have to add this, I'm not Ashley's girlfriend. Like Tyler, I'm like, does he really think this? I'm like, oh my god.
He was like,
people,
so your friend now? He was like, so is that your girlfriend? I was like, no. And I said, no, that's my friend. He was like, okay, kinda. I was like, what?
And then like
fuck?
when you went and sat down, he was like, where is she? I'm like, that ain't my girl. Like, I don't know where she at, but I mean, I told him where he was, but still. I was just like, oh my god, but I just wanted to throw that out there, like, just because I'm not gonna go that route. That's a whole other situation. But no, like, I'm not her girlfriend. Like, we're just super close. Like, I mean, and it just came out of nowhere. Like,
real close, and that's why I said, you know.
And just out of nowhere, and like all of a sudden I'm at work, and I told my boss was so understanding, like, girl, you better take this. Like, this is a one in a lifetime opportunity. You stupid if you don't take this. So she didn't call me stupid, but
Bitch, what time we waking up in the morning? Because you know we got to get out of here at 12:45. That's when the car coming.
We'll wake up at 12:30. But yeah, that would be some like...
Y'all, I was so scared at the airport. I was so scared. Because that was my first time being at O'Hare Airport. And then being at... And I was by myself. I came out here by myself. So, I was scared I was going to get the wrong terminal. I was scared I wasn't going to get the ticket right.
But like the crazy thing is... I done flew numerous of times, and my shit, the one that, like, my stuff get taken at the airport. Stuff I done brought before. I done been to LA before, and I'm like, I brought this same stuff that I brought last time, like, but they took it. I know that woman is using it for her own personal benefit, but that's cool. Like, I know that was some bomb-ass hairspray that I had. It smelled so good, because she was smelling it and shaking it up, and I was like, I mean, what's the point? But that's cool. She got me. At least you could have packed it up. I told her when my flight was coming back and when I was going to be back, at least you could have did was mailed it back to me so you wouldn't have to throw away my stuff. But that's cool. God don't like ugly. She going to get her. I was like, she really said this can't go on the plane when it was stuff that was bigger than what that was. I was like, I mean, I know they go by ounces, but I'm like, I had other bottles in there. Like, I
brought some powder, and they had to check my shit too, and because it was already open,
and they took one, and I had 2 things of lotion because this heifer was like, "Hey, I ain't got no more lotion. I ain't got time to go get."
Yeah, I said because I was wearing shorts. It's hot outside.
Yeah, so I brought some lotion. I brought 2 things. With heat. And so they took one thing of lotion, but they kept the other. They was the same size. I just didn't get it. I don't understand. They owe me a good $50. That's all I'm gonna say. Dallas Fort Worth owes me like $50, but whatever.
I surprisingly didn't have no trouble other than...
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm over here coaching her, like, you know, do this, when my stuff the one that got taken. I said, that's cool.
I don't even know what we're supposed to... I gotta look that up before we get out of here, but, yeah, y'all, so this is what it's... I'll get back on regular schedule. I didn't even look at Scandal and all that stuff because I was on the plane at that time, and just... I look at everything else, and I hope y'all bear with us. And don't thumbs down the video
look at the whole video.
Because I'm telling you, this is one of the most positive experiences I've ever had. Like, it was so much love in there. It was so much respect among everybody. And that's what I love. No fucking drama. None whatsoever. Mary J. Blige is up there singing her heart out with no more drama. No more drama.
So appreciative. Like, they literally like support each other. They love each other. It was just like, wow. It was amazing. Real.
Well, that's it, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
I'm gonna order room service.
She said she had to change